could look like before football game.
Kind of, yeah. Burning bush.
Exactly.
Okay.
Shit, my burning bush.
Okay.
All right.
Pause!
Shut up. All right. Number 7.
Welcome to Words of Whiskey. I'm your host, Aaron, and today we have a very special guest, Amber Nova.
I'm so special.
Yeah. So where did we meet, Amber?
We met hiking Frary Peak on Antelope Island.
We did. That was just barely 4 years ago, like 4 years ago last week.
Yes.
Yeah. And last year, as of this Sunday, will be our 1 year wedding anniversary. So she's someone very special to me.
I'm special.
Yeah. Now, we both have very similar-ish, anyway, backgrounds where we both grew up Mormon. We both have since left Mormonism, and the hike that we actually went on was a meetup ex-Mormon hiking event.
It was a group of ex-Mormon friends, yes.
Exactly, exactly. And that's where we met.
Yes.
So we have similar backgrounds and so forth. So our philosophies, our political standings and everything, maybe not exactly aligned, but they're pretty close. They're pretty close.
Fuck Trump. You
Yeah.
can take that out.
Yeah. But why?
Yeah, good point.
Yeah. So, I mean, we have a lot of different things. And now she has something that's a little bit interesting for her that maybe rub individuals, especially Christians, a little bit the wrong way. Hence her shirt. It's a very nice unicorn Hell Satan shirt.
Hail Satan.
Exactly. So why does Hell Satan mean something special to you?
So in the Mormon religion, in the premortal existence, God brought everybody together and was like, I'm going to send you all down to earth, and I need someone to go be my helper and help everybody get back to me. And Satan was like, I'll do it, and I'll make sure everyone comes back to you, but I want the glory.
Yeah.
And Jesus was like, I'll do it, Father, and the glory be thine. And so God was like, fuck you, Satan. You're like cursed and everything because you wanted to save everybody. And Jesus, okay, let's pick you. And so for me, Satan represents rebellion against the, the main patriarchal Christian and like governmental, just like the whole patriarchal society, like organized religion in general. So for me, that's what Satan represents.
Yeah. I agree for the most part. Satan for me is like, one is neither of us believe in God or Satan.
Yeah, Satan's not, he doesn't exist.
For me, Satan or Hell Satan, whatever, is almost like an anti-religion. And I get where religion can play its role if it's actually done for its intent, but it's never done for its intent. There's so many different things done in the name of religion that has just been asshole moves. But I mean,
yeah.
I kind of like the whole Buddha type of an idea where it's more of centering yourself and everything like that. But even like that, there's a whole other category of beliefs and stuff that is still like bullshit to me. But so Satanism, for a way, even though we don't believe in Satan, is an anti-religion, Exactly, that's what
and it's
it is.
funny to watch Christians squirm when
Oh
they
yeah,
say Hail Satan.
Yeah, very much so.
That makes me laugh.
Yeah, yeah, and all the different looks you get when
I wear this shirt,
when you wear the shirt,
and like people who don't want to help me in stores and stuff.
Exactly. It's like, whatever. That just shows your true colors, I guess.
Yep.
Because if you don't fit that square box, if you're a different race or skin color, if you don't have a penis, if you're part of the LGBTQ community, if you're not Republican or whatever, it's not kosher in their eyes. So one thing that she really loves is the seven
tenets of Satanism. So the Santanic Temple does some pretty awesome things. They have the abortion ritual, which makes it so that people don't have to have like crazy waiting periods to have an abortion, and they don't have to watch like the ultrasound of the fetal heartbeat and all that ridiculous stuff, because it's a protected religious right.
Yeah. And
so I think that they do some pretty awesome things. And the organization in and of itself is kind of just anti, religion, and it's a little bit of a political movement.
Yeah.
And
it's more of like, fuck you to religious groups.
Yeah. and reading the 7 tenets of Satanism is really like eye-opening for what they do for.
I'm going to read some of the 10 Commandments, and then she's going to follow up with the 7 tenets.
We're going to compare.
Exactly. Now, the first three of the 10 Commandments are basically the same commandment. It's basically God saying, I'm a jealous God, look at me. I need attention. Worship me. So, first 3, thou shalt have no other gods before me, thou shalt not make idols, and thou shalt not take the name of the Lord or your God in vain. It's basically the same damn thing. Pay attention to me.
Yeah. So the 7 tenets of Satanism, number 1, one should strive to act with compassion and empathy toward all creatures in accordance with reason. So one of those is clearly written by a narcissist.
Yeah.
And the other one is about being kind to others.
And what I've noticed, so maybe we can talk about it later afterwards, but it seems like a lot of the fundamental tenets of Satanism, it's a lot about empathy and looking outward, where this is more rules.
Yeah.
Don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. If you do, you're screwed.
Yeah.
So like the next one, keep the Sabbath day holy, whatever that means.
Yeah.
Now it depends on which ideals and beliefs is depending on what's holy and not holy.
Some of the prophets in Mormonism said that if you work in your garden, that your garden is cursed. I can't remember which prophet it was, but there was a woman working in her garden, and some guy was like, well, so-and-so's, or a man, it was a man or a woman.
Yeah.
So he's like, well, so-and-so's working in his garden, and his garden is cursed.
Or you look at the Judaical law, you can't walk some steps on the Sabbath, you can't do this on the Sabbath, you can't do that. It's all about what you can't do.
Yeah. I hated Sundays.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, the struggle, so Satanism tenet number 2, the struggle for justice is an ongoing and necessary pursuit that should prevail over laws and institutions.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to say anything to that.
Yeah, it's about helping people.
Exactly. Okay, so next one, honor your father and your mother, which sounds nice and cool, but what if your father's a molesting asshole? Exactly. I don't want to honor that dude. I
struggled a lot with that growing up. I would actually argue with people in church about it.
Because of
What if your dad is like a really bad person though? You still have to honor him. Like I literally had a fight with someone in Sunday school, like the teacher, and it ended with him being like, I'm really glad you're not my daughter. And I was like, well, I'm really glad I'm not your daughter too.
I mean, I was lucky and I had 2 decent parents. They try. They try. I mean, they have their faults, and so does everybody. But they try. But in some cases, their dads are assholes. I wouldn't want to honor them.
And moms too. I mean, it depends.
Yeah, it depends. Yeah, it's generally dads because they're they're the head of the household.
All right, Satan tenet number 3: one's body is inviolable, subject to one's own will alone.
Yeah. Okay. So which one is it? This? I guess this is 6.
You should be on 6, yeah.
So, thou shalt not murder.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. However,
Nephi was told to murder Laban.
Yeah. Or every single war, period.
The Crusades.
Yeah. And this says murder, and like a lot of them say thou shalt not kill. But
that must be from the New Age Bible.
It is the New Age Bible. Okay. I just Googled the first one. Yeah, just Googled the first one.
Like, I think I still own my scriptures.
That's right. I still own mine too.
I put so much marking and fucking hours into that thing. It's hard to let it go. It's like, it was a piece of my life.
In my Book of Mormon and in my Bible, every time it had anything to do with God or deity or whatever, Christ, I underlined it. Every single spot. I was meticulous about my marking.
I had a bookmark that was like, had lines that were the exact spaces of the scriptures. And so I could go in with like gel pens and it was all pretty and colorful and stuff.
That's so nice. I had mine like on the bottom with the Mormon scriptures. It has all the different cross references
Yeah,
and
the
everything.
cross. I read them.
I had them all color coded. So if there was a spot that was supposed to be looking down, I had that line color coded so I could look down and see what the real meaning was.
No, the Joseph Smith translation.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
Okay, so you're on.
Okay, I'm on 4. The freedoms of others should be respected, including the freedom to offend. To willfully and unjustly encroach upon the freedoms of another is to forego one's own.
Yeah. I mean, just think about in America right now with how Christianity is like, you can't believe how you want, but I want to impose my beliefs on you.
Yeah. It's like, I don't believe in abortion, so you can't have an abortion. I believe prayer needs to be in school, so your kids have to pray in school.
I don't believe that trans people should be a thing, so I'm going to take away all their rights.
Yeah, exactly.
It's ridiculous.
It is.
Okay. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Makes sense.
Yeah. Beliefs should conform to one's best scientific understanding of the world. One should take care never to distort scientific facts to fit one's beliefs. That is
Love that one. That's my
excellent.
favorite one of all of them.
Excellent statement.
Yeah. I hated where we had to do all of our beliefs based upon feelings.
Mm-hmm.
And feelings can be so manipulated. And if you pray hard enough about something you really want it to be true, you're going to have those feelings.
Oh yeah, totally.
No matter what. And it's just going to reinforce those beliefs. It didn't come from a deity. It didn't come from that. It came from yourself because you want to believe it.
Mm-hmm. And the beauty of science is it's the constant pursuit of knowledge. And as new science comes into play,
It can change.
Yeah, it can change.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I love about silence.
Okay.
Science.
Silence.
Silence. That's what I love about
I love
silence.
silent science. Okay, mine is number 7. That thou shalt not steal. Yeah,
Not bad.
basic.
Number 6. People are fallible. If one makes a mistake, one should do one's best to rectify it and resolve any harm that might have been caused.
Yeah. It's worded like so precisely
Yeah.
instead of so vague.
Mm-hmm.
Like this next one, thou shalt not bear false witness against your neighbor, unless you're a political party. False news.
Yeah. Fake news.
Fake, you know,
Unless it's going to be financially beneficial.
stop the steal.
Yeah, stop this.
Which that's all slander. It's all false. It's
Yeah.
all whatever.
I think you need to do another one to catch up to me because I've only got one
You
more.
shall not covet, or thou shalt not covet. Basically, don't be jealous of your neighbor.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
it's not bad. I mean, you should really look at what you have and be thankful for what you have and everything. It has some validity and valid to it, but these are just so vague and so simple and
but they're straight from God.
yeah.
God is very specific.
Yeah, right through the burning bush.
Exactly. Right there.
Okay.
Shit in my burning bush.
Okay.
All right.
Pause.
Shut up. All right. Number 7. Every tenet is a guiding principle designed to inspire nobility in action and thought. The spirit of compassion, wisdom, and justice should always prevail over the written or spoken word.
Those 7 rules are 10 times better than the 10 Bible rules.
Yep, I agree. It's been used for years to control the masses.
Okay, so on to our next thing. We have some alcohols in front of us.
Not whiskey.
Not whiskey, yeah. However, my favorite of these is actually the whiskey-based one, Jack Daniel's coolers. But that's all right.
Those
So
are good.
for years, I had a very difficult time of letting go, and I still do.
Mm-hmm.
And I was terrified of ever feeling anything much more than a slight little buzz. So, I did not want to get drunk. I hated medications because of how they made me feel. I hated anything that took down your ability to control yourself. So, upon meeting Amber, and she knew that about me, she's like, okay, we're going to fix this a little bit. You need to let loose.
I'm just a little bit of an asshole. No big
Yeah.
deal.
It's all right. It's all right. So, started off with Mike's. It was one of the first alcohols, it's tasty. It's like a alcohol soda. That's basically what it is. My first time ever getting drunk was drinking these Mike's at a Super Bowl party. And it's fun because these are really wussies. At the time they were 3.2%. Now we're up to 5.
Yeah. So he started on Mike's.
Yep.
And then we started spiking
The Mike's. Yep. So we were spiking them. I spiked them with a splash. And then I already had one. You were going to get one. So you're like, yeah, I'll get you one. She spiked it. She spiked it. So after drinking my Mike's and getting up to go get some more chips, the room was spinning. And I'm like, holy shit. I'm drunk.
And I was so thrilled.
Yeah, she was thrilled. Now maybe she's not so thrilled that she broke that boundary.
I kind of regret it now. It's got a little bit just, but whatever.
Yeah. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to spike my Mike's. And
I thought I was going to spike your Mike's and you were going to spike mine.
That works. That works.
Okay.
So the other one we really like to do is, these are just basic sparkling waters. This one's peach. And we spike them, because these have no alcohol in them whatsoever. We spike them with different alcohols. My favorite is the peach with peach whiskey. It's delicious. You kind of like to spike everything with vodka.
I like vodka.
A little bit of rum. Mm-hmm. With sometimes a splash of Fireball.
So a secret about this is, for anyone out there who's trying to count calories, this has 0 calories, and vodka has very little calories, and so when you spike this with this, you're consuming very little calories, and it keeps you in your calorie count.
Which this is probably loaded with calories.
Yeah, that's like a soda. That's not.
That's a soda.
No,
So
I'm talking about this one.
Okay. So I can open mine. I'm going to give you mine. You're going to spike.
You gotta drink it down. You gotta drink a soda.
So we have to drink it down so it actually has room for the alcohol. Okay. So I'm going to spike yours. You're going to spike mine. I'm obviously going to go straight to the vodka, because that's her favorite thing to spike with. So I'll do mostly vodka.
Do you want any vodka in yours?
You spike it however you think would be good.
Okay. Because I think you normally used to do rum.
I do mostly rum and a little bit of vodka now. I used to do exclusively rum when I first started doing it, because I thought rum was good, because it's basically distilled sugar.
Yep. So is tequila.
Yeah. Agave.
Okay, that's going to be strong.
That's all right. That's all right. Okay. Mike's, you can't really mix it up, but usually with
That's
these,
going to explode.
I just go like this. Ups, down.
I always make it
like
explode.
that.
It's going to explode. No, you wait. Oh, God. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm impressed.
I've got practice now, babe.
Oh, God.
This, I can't really mix it up because...
And then you could, put it on your hand and...
Go like that?
No, just on your palm. Oh, God. Yeah, no. That's why I said on your palm.
It's dripping.
Oh, God.
But these are good. They are, for now, they're almost too sweet.
There's not enough in that.
It's not... I was trying to be gentle.
You know I like it hard.
Yeah, but you also were hiking and you were scared of headaches.
You're right. Good point. We hiked 14.1 miles. Technically, we went for a 14.1 mile walk.
Yeah, because next week is our half marathon.
Yes, because we're running a half marathon.
They're almost too sweet now.
That's better.
I think I still like the sparkling waters better than the Mike's now. Mike's were always my go-to.
Oh, wow.
I know, it's where it's very
I spiked that hard.
Yeah.
I taste the alcohol in that way more than I do that. But that's the other benefit to a sparkling water, is because
oh, that's good.
it's
that really makes that good. Anyway.
Cheers.
That was Words of Whiskey. Thanks for joining us. We're gonna finish these off and have a good evening together. Please like, subscribe. I love hearing feedback. If you have anything that you want us to try, or me and whoever else I have as a guest, and hopefully you guys have a good one. Cheers. Special wisdom.
Oh God, hear the words of my mouth. Oh God, hear the words of my mouth. Oh God, hear the words of my mouth.
That's not going to be triggering at all for anybody.